Hi, welcome in, welcome in. So I'm watching Kitchen End Times video. Whew. I don't know for you, when you feel something, you feel it, and you know what it is, okay? I want you to hear this, and I really want to know who really hears this. Okay, I'm going to play this, Fair Rights Use Act. Fair Rights Use Act.
Antichrist's beast system will control all buying and selling, requiring worship through a system that sounds eerily like AI-powered global surveillance.
And my mother always spoke of this. Wow, I'm just, whew.
If Neuralink connects our brains to the internet and AI controls that internet, what happens when an Antichrist figure takes control of the system?
Okay, now hold on.
And the rewriting of what it means to be human. But now, we have to step back and ask, is Elon Musk really the mastermind behind evidence or design? The official story paints Musk as the ultimate rags to riches genius, a South African immigrant who came to North America with nothing, worked odd jobs, and somehow turned himself into the wealthiest, most powerful man on earth. But when we dig deeper, the story starts to sound a lot less organic. He didn't just hustle his way to the top. His early companies like Zip, Space, why did he succeed? Family history reveals a farm replaced by
this is his
self-driving
mom.
cars.
Hold on.
Humans fade away.
Hold on a second. This is his mom. She's evil as all get up, man. And if you don't know evil, I don't know what to say. Okay, I want you to hear this. I want you to hear him when he talks about Jesus.
Why not?
I agree with the principles that Jesus advocated, and that there's great wisdom in the teachings of Jesus, and I agree with those teachings. And things like turn the other cheek are very important, because as opposed to an eye for an eye, an eye for an eye leaves everyone blind. So forgiveness, is important, and treating people as you would wish to be treated. Love thy neighbor as thyself. And things like turn the other cheek. The principles that Jesus
terms. And here's the most interesting part, his views on Jesus. When asked if he would accept Christ, Musk didn't mock Christianity. He didn't outright reject it. Instead, he said, if Jesus is saving people, I won't stand in his way. Sure, I'll be saved. Why not?
I agree with the principles that Jesus advocated.
He knows. When I say he knows Jesus, like he knows Jesus. He's ancient. This dude here is not who you think he is. For he's telling you he has had conversations with Christ. Blatantly. Like, this guy is so blatant. I don't know how people's souls don't know. It's blatant. He's going against everything. Against the Most High God. Against God. Against Christ. He's uttering and tripping over these words about but he's letting you know, like, he's had a conversation with Christ, and Michael is here, and he knows that Archangel Michael is here.
And there's great wisdom in the teachings of Jesus, and I agree with those teachings. And things like turn the other cheek are very important, because as opposed to an eye for an eye.
I think he's right here honestly saying that because there is going to be no turning the other cheek for him for what he's doing. And he does not want to ever go for an eye against the heavenly ones. He knows, like, he's telling everybody. It's just whether you're hearing it or not. It just slammed me hard. Like, when he said, I believe in the teachings of Jesus, I could literally hear, like, he has had conversations with Christ. For real. And not because he's praying to Jesus, because he's old here. He's ancient here. So ancient, he knows how to use technology that me and you don't know how to use, but he knows how to use it. He's in the Oval Office. He has a lot of powers being given to him. It's kind of weird. It's concerning, and you should be concerned.
Leads everyone blind. So forgiveness, is important, and treating people as you would wish to be treated. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Very important. If Jesus is saving people, I mean, I wouldn't stand in his way. They'll be sure. I'll be saved. Why not?
Now, here's where everything ties together. The Bible warns us in Revelation 13 that a system will rise where the Antichrist controls the world's economy, speech, and movement through a mark. For centuries, people wondered what that might be. But now, we have a possible answer. Neuralink could be the key to thought control. Artificial intelligence could be the system that governs all transactions, speech, and information. A global surveillance network could enforce total compliance.
They're already doing this. They do this every day with your phone. They've already integrated the consciousness through AI already. If you have a telephone, your consciousness has already been integrated. Your phone reads your thoughts, meaning they're reading your thoughts, and they are. You ever notice, for you people who think maybe this is a little out there, have you ever wondered, like, while you were talking about something or you thought about something, and all of a sudden it shows up in Google, or all of a sudden it shows up in some feed? It's because it's listening to you. It's already integrating. You're being integrated like a Borg. We all are, into consciousness. They are shifting the consciousness here. That's why it feels so heavy and so much darker here. The AI is the beast. AI is the demon. He even tells you. He even says it right on TV, live TV, to everybody. And people still clap for him because I don't think they're here. I don't know, maybe they're demons too, but it's like, he's being very blatantly clear. They will tell you the truth. It's just whether you want to realize it or not. But when I was watching this, hearing him say that, I'm like, oh no, he's saying he's really had conversations with Jesus. Yo. And he's tripping over his words. This is from End Times. Excellent video. And there's I think almost this is all like truth. I was out earlier and I was remembering like my mom talking about we were going to be in this time that we're in right now, with the scanning, how, she would read like Nostradamus, and Nostradamus would speak on how the machines will turn against us. And that also goes into scripture about man will seek death and they cannot find it because you turned into AI. You didn't stay organic. You didn't stay in your soul and your truth. We're only here for a certain amount of time. We are not here to be immortal. We have an immortal soul, but we don't have an immortal body. Our body is not made to be immortal unless you do Borg stuff. Black goo, Borg stuff. That's what scripture is speaking on. And my mom spoke on this, like, and it's, back then in that time frame, they would utilize like what they meant with machine was like, like your refrigerator was going to act up and your mixers, and because there were no cell phones and they didn't have anything that they probably did, but they didn't at that time in that generation. They didn't have the levels that we have now to show us how these things would turn against us, which your AI, your phone, it's constantly hurting your body every day. EMF is toxic to the body. My brother's an electrician, and it blows my mind. He doesn't get that EMF like affects your body, dude. No wonder why you hurt. He's retired. He's falling apart, and he can't. He's so ingrained in the 3D, he can't grasp the EMF affects your body. It's energy. Of course, it affects your body. They know it. That's why when 2020 they put all their telecommunications up. And they did. That's all their telecommunications, which is attached to our telecommunications, which is tapping into the consciousness. That's why kids act out. Your kids or even adults act out. If you take away their AI, people are going to, when all this shuts down, because it's going to, they're going to freak out. when they can't use their phones, they can't use their computers, they can't watch television because they've been so infiltrated with AI. Get it? It's taken over your consciousness. It's demon technology. It's fallen angelic technology. They use it in the weather. They use it all around us in everyday things. It's attacking you constantly. I can only be on this phone, honestly, for so long. I can only hold it physically for so long. It starts to hurt my body. I have to just shut it down and disconnect from it because it's just, I feel it. I understand what it's doing. And I will not allow that for myself. This is so demonic, what they're doing. It's fallen angelic technology. It's a real thing. It's not just written in a book as mythology. It's real, okay? These demons were cast down here. They're pissed at God, okay? Whoever you call God, doesn't matter. It's God, creator, heaven. They're pissed. They're trying to overthrow heaven because heaven's a real place. You can't overthrow, they can't do it, but they're going to try. They still haven't learned. The question is, what have we learned? What do we understand? People can do things all day long. These demons, these fallen angelics, they are fallen angelics. They can do this all day long. They're pressing, they know you are God, creator of all that is. They understand who you are, but you don't. You understand what I'm saying? And they're counting on that you don't know who you are so that you conform, because it's a battle of souls. Again, it goes back to scripture. Men will seek death and they cannot find it because they're part Borg now. Neo, the Matrix. Neo didn't get out of it. Neo went into the Matrix. He chose to be a Borg, same idea, but they want you to think that's entertainment. It's not, man. They're showing you right in our face with these microchips in smart cities. That's not forward thinking. Forward thinking would be houses that are greenhouses that, you can recycle the water and not just recycle it, but, purify it and use it for your own gardens, and really green that goes along with Mother Earth. They have taken so much, and we get shown this, and we're in Terminator time. We really are. This is all Terminator, fallen angelic. We've already gone through this. I sometimes wonder if we already are in this as far as this matrix. I think that's probably the split off of not engaging. I've had many of dream visions that we're like connected to something different, but we're having this experience here. I've had many dreams, and I've come across a few people that had similar, that they would just come out, in conversation, they would say it, and they didn't know I did either. Like there's no coincidences with people having dream visions like this because it's a thing going on. Usually when they're telling us they're going to do something, they've already done it. And maybe that's why we're here. I don't know. Maybe we disconnect from it. I don't know. I'm not, I don't have any answers, but this guy is so demonic, and it just hit me like, wow. No, he's telling people like he really has talked to Jesus Christ. Like, I don't know. It just hit me so true. Like, this guy's ancient, and that's why he looks so fake. And his mother, whatever she is, these things are ancient, and they resurface every however many years or however that works, because this guy came out of nowhere. For real. Like Highlander, they got to go hide or for something, and then resurface because they're friggin' ancient here. It's not a stretch, man. They're talking about Stargates. What I'm saying is not a stretch. So I just found this fascinating that there's no coincidences. We've been talking about Elon Musk and the fallen ones, and I did post that video that there was no coincidence of yesterday talking about the lady on TikTok who decided to thought it was a good idea to use a Ouija board since 2013 and has been communicating with a demon the whole time. And the demon will tell you the truth, but the demon's also going to want something in return. And it does, and it will haunt you and taunt you. And until current day. And that's why I was talking about, they speak backwards. Their language is backwards. They using the binary codes to communicate with those who will allow them to. They're seeking to get out of the pit, and they're going to use me and you to do it because they're counting on us not understanding. For we are the best kept secret from ourselves until you wake up. You don't engage. They have no power if we don't engage in their ways. And that brings on the battle. That brings on the wars, so to speak. So I just wanted to play that part. I just thought that was, I don't know, I thought that was powerful. Like, yo, this dude is really saying he had a conversation with Jesus Christ. And he's letting everybody know, holy cow. I wonder how many people that rang through to, like, I don't know, I do wonder. Hi. I'm sorry, I wasn't even looking at the chat. Hi, Miss Ferris. Hi, Suzanne. Well, technology, this is supposed to be about soul growth, soul evolution here. Evolutionizing the soul over the meat suit. That's what really Christ is. Evolution of the soul over the meat suit, right? Instead of feeding into the meat suit all the time, the worldly things. And this isn't a theological thing for me. I am not into organized religion, but I do believe in Jesus Christ, and I really do. And I also know Lucifer's real too, and he's alive and kicking, and he's letting you know he's in our world right now. But I don't ever try to make it about that. It just comes out that way because my soul's paying attention to what's going on here, and it's shady as the day is long. You understand we're in this hell is coming out. All hell is broke loose on earth. You got naked women at the Grammys. I mean, you got naked women at the Grammys. All hell's broke loose. Yeah. Never in my lifetime would I ever think that. That would have been unheard of 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago. That should never be okay. Someone's sleeping on the job. These are demons. We are, unfortunately, in Lucifer's den, and we are the God spark here. And they are trying to take the all spark, which is us. We carry the all spark, the God spark. We totally do, or else, wouldn't be talking about it. But it's okay. I'm just going to make this. I just wanted to play this much of it. And I did post his video. It was very well. He does an amazing job anyway, all the time. I just felt that was super powerful of how clear, and I will continue to point out how clear these fallen angelics that look like me and you are telling you the truth. They're telling us the truth. And they're making it sound like it's a good idea. I mean, you do you, boo-boo. You do you. But I'm paying attention, and I'm going to share it. This is warning, red alert, red alert. I mean, the frequency, he's part of what is being hit with the frequency in this world with the weather and sorry about that. I hope you can still. How do I do this? Is this thing still on? Can you guys still hear me? You still here? Can you hear me? Because I lost my picture. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why the picture. Well, my phone rang, but it took the picture away. Anyway, I don't know. I forgot what I was saying now. Sorry about that. But I just felt that was super important to show that part of like, he's telling everybody what's going on and then making it sound like a good idea so that you trespass against yourself. Again, not organized religion stuff. No. We are talking about the fallen Sumerians. They're the fallen ones, the fallen Sumerians. Because that's who we're dealing with here. Not all Sumerians are fallen, okay? They're not. But the fallen Sumerians, we're still in the battle of this, okay? Whether it's Enlil, whether it's Marduk, that's who we're talking about. Whether it's Set, maybe it's all of them. It's a clan. It's the Metatron, like magnet. I'm getting magnet, like switching out a magnet. Ultimately, I keep getting shown switching out a magnet. And that would be like technology, AI. And that would be a son. That would be a son. Who's a son? Christ is a son. Who's a son? Lucifer's a son. Switching out the magnets here, however that is. And free will, you have free will. You are the all spark. You are the divine spark. And again, they're going to make it sound like it's a great idea and or force you to make a choice, because ultimately it is going to come down to currency. They ain't playing around. This is serious, and this is like a fear thing. It's real. It's serious. It's about currency, forcing you to do currency in a certain way instead of, and then tell you how free you are. What a free country we live in. It's such a joke. But it isn't a joke either. So they've already begun altering and trying to mess with consciousness through technology. And yes, technology there is a balance with it. But this place is really about soul growth. They're not doing anything about soul. They're trying to take the soul. This isn't about soul evolution anymore. They want to take your soul. I mean, there's nuclear power plants being monitored. It's serious. This is why we shouldn't have nuclear weapon. We shouldn't have nuclear anything. We have no business having that kind of thing. Like, clearly we've proven we don't know how to handle it. Like, that's been proven with Chernobyl, 3 Mile Island, Japan. I mean, pick a freaking country. We keep proving it, and they know this. And then I'm like, are these UFOs leaving Earth? Because again, something big is going down. These are just my thoughts on that, but anyway, but not about the nuclear stuff. That was I believe Eisenhower made that decision for us, which I don't know who he was to make a decision for us. I don't care if he was a president or not. And it was a choice of power with, and nuclear energy, or power of learning soul evolution for us to really tap into who we really are. We don't, we are so much more. Our body is amazing. This is why they want to tap into it. Not just our soul is amazing. The body is amazing too. And we don't even use it the way it can be used. And we don't. We don't even know what it can really do. For real. Like, we are amazing. We are made in God's image. We're made in God's image. We have God DNA in us. We have Christ RNA in us. They don't want, we're the best kept gemmies. We really are. We are gems here. And they want us with their AI to take over. And they've already begun. And I kept seeing Borg. The whole one over the one eye, that's like Borg. If you ever seen the Borg, it's always one eye is a Borg eye. One eye is a human eye. It's creepy, but it's so true. And then the pictures it showed in the video with him wearing the fallen right hand of Lucifer, who I don't even know what that... Well, I think I might have an idea, but I think I was talking about it last night. Wearing the upside down, mocking Christ, cross on him with the Baphomet on his chest, wearing the red. That's a mocking. Like, again, whether you believe in religion or not, I'm not into it. It's not supposed to be religious. It's what it is it's magic. It's ancient magic. And it is. When you open these books and you start reading these books, it's magic. You're reading ancient magic. Ancient directions on how to, honor thy soul. And they're scouring through these books too. The darkness is totally scouring through these books because they're seeking how they're trying to overthrow God. That's their ultimate thing, and they can't. They can't. They can't. However divine creator comes through, which I do believe is us, clearly. But maybe, just maybe, all things are possible, right? With divine creator God, all things are absolutely possible. Maybe he comes through or she comes through. We don't know. We don't know. because we're the best kept secret from ourselves. But we get shown, and we do. And if Lucifer can be here, that means Christ could be here. And that means Michael is definitely here. Michael is definitely here. And Elon Musk knows it. And he does. Ooh, I just got validation on that. I'm going to end that there. We are the gold. We are the elixir of life. We truly are. And wow, does this world want to beat us down and have us forget that. It's just staggering. It really is. The more you awaken, right, the more you become aware, or however you want to put that, it's staggering. It's like, wow, just wow. And then, you go on with your everyday life, and that's just like a mind freak in itself after you have realizations of levels of that to going into the 3D world, having to just do your life. It's just weird. It's interesting. So that's all I got. His video is in the community. If you want to check it out, I found it very interesting. I'm not even finished watching it yet, but I stopped. I'm like, wow, he's literally saying how he's basically got COVID. He's talked to Christ. He's literally physically been face to face with Jesus Christ, and he knows he's coming face to face again with YESHUA. He knows it. He knows he's already been face to face with Archangel Michael. He knows this. They're counting on you not knowing.